The salty air hung heavy over the village of Sea Haven. Fishing boats bobbed gently in the harbor, their nets filled with the day's catch. But beneath the surface, a different story brewed. The fishermen whispered of the Leviathan. The Leviathan was a creature of legend. It was said to be larger than any whale. Its tentacles could crush ships. Its eyes glowed in the dark depths. Stories of the Leviathan had been passed down for generations. Each telling added a new layer of fear and awe. Most villagers feared the Leviathan. They stayed clear of the creature's rumored territory. But young Alex refused to be swayed by superstition. He was different. Alex yearned for adventure. He dreamed of uncovering the truth behind the legend. Alex was drawn to the sea. He spent his days exploring the rocky shores near his home. He would listen to the waves crashing against the cliffs. He imagined the mysteries hidden beneath the surface. One day, he overheard a group of fishermen talking. They spoke of a recent sighting. The Leviathan had been spotted near the Shadow Reef. This reef was a treacherous area known for shipwrecks. Alex knew he had to see the creature for himself. He was determined to uncover the truth. He gathered his courage. He prepared his small sailboat. Alex packed supplies for his journey. He knew it would be dangerous. He was sailing into uncharted waters, but he was determined to face whatever awaited him. The sea was calm as Alex set sail. The sun warmed his skin. A gentle breeze filled his sails. But as he neared the Shadow Reef, the sky darkened. The wind picked up. Waves crashed against his boat. Alex pressed on. He was determined to reach his destination. He navigated through the treacherous currents. He dodged jagged rocks that jutted out from the water. Finally, he reached the heart of the Shadow Reef. The sea grew still. An eerie silence descended. Alex peered into the depths. He felt a growing sense of anticipation. He knew he was close to something extraordinary. He just didn't know what. Suddenly, the water began to swirl. A massive shape emerged from the depths. It was the Leviathan. The creature was even larger than Alex had imagined. Its scales shimmered like 1,000 opals. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly light. Alex was mesmerized. He had never seen anything like it. He forgot his fear. He was filled with awe. The Leviathan circled his boat. It seemed to study him with an ancient wisdom. Alex felt a strange connection to the creature. It was as if the Leviathan recognized something in him, a kindred spirit. He knew in his heart that the stories were wrong. This creature was not a monster. Section 5. Terror of the Kraken. Just then, a new terror emerged from the deep. A monstrous kraken, its tentacles lined with razor-sharp barbs, attacked the Leviathan. The sea erupted in a maelstrom of churning water and thrashing limbs. The kraken was driven by pure rage. It lashed out at the Leviathan with its massive arms. The Leviathan fought back. It used its immense size to defend itself, but the kraken was relentless. Alex watched in horror as the battle raged around him. He knew he couldn't just sit back and watch. The Leviathan was in trouble. He had to do something. But what could a boy do against such monstrous forces? Section 6. A daring rescue. An idea sparked in Alex's mind, a dangerous plan. He grabbed a spare oar from his boat. He tied his fishing net to the end. He had to distract the kraken. He had to give the Leviathan a chance to fight back. He steered his boat towards the battling behemoths. He swung the makeshift weapon with all his might. The oar, weighted with the net, struck the kraken's eye. The creature roared in pain. The kraken, momentarily distracted, turned its fury on Alex. This was the chance the Leviathan needed. It gathered its strength and delivered a thunderous blow to the kraken's vulnerable head. The kraken, wounded and disoriented, retreated back into the depths. Section 7. Guardian of the Deep. The Leviathan, victorious but wounded, turned its gaze upon Alex. Alex braced himself. He thought it might be the end. But instead of anger, the creature's eye held gratitude. It nudged its head against Alex's boat as if to thank him. Then, with a gentle wave of its massive tail, the Leviathan disappeared back into the depths. The sea calmed. The sun broke through the clouds. Alex sat there, stunned by what he had just experienced. He realized that the Leviathan was not a monster at all. It was a guardian. It protected the ocean from threats like the kraken. It maintained the balance of the deep. And Alex had played a part in helping it. Section 8. A promise to the sea. Alex sailed back to Sea Haven. His heart was filled with a newfound respect for the sea and its secrets. He knew he could never tell anyone the whole story. They wouldn't understand. He decided to tell them that he had seen the Leviathan, but it had not been hostile. He emphasized the creature's beauty and grace. He hoped that in time, he might change their minds about the legendary creature. He vowed to protect the Leviathan and its home. He would speak out against those who sought to exploit the ocean for their gain. He would become a voice for the voiceless. He would be a guardian of the deep. Section 9. The Truth Revealed. Years passed. Alex grew older. He became a respected fisherman and a skilled sailor. He never forgot his encounter with the Leviathan. He continued to study the sea. He learned everything he could about its creatures and its currents. One day, he met a young girl who reminded him of his younger self. She was curious about the sea. She asked him about the Leviathan. Alex saw an opportunity to pass on the wisdom he had gained. He told her the true story of the Leviathan. He explained that the creature was not a monster, but a protector. He taught her about the importance of respecting the ocean and all its inhabitants. Section 10. Legacy of the Leviathan. The girl listened intently to Alex's story. She was amazed by his tale. She promised to keep the Leviathan's secret. She would share what she had learned with others. She would encourage them to see the ocean through Alex's eyes. And so, the legend of the Leviathan was rewritten. It was no longer a tale of terror, it was a story of wonder. It was a reminder that the ocean held many secrets. It was a call to respect the power and mystery of the deep. The legend of the Leviathan, once feared by all, was now a beacon of hope. It was a symbol of the bond between humanity and nature. It was a testament to the power of one person's courage to change the world.